So, shout out, please be crazy. How many squares can you identify on the board? 16, okay? So 16, then we have 17, and then we have
26.
21, and then we have 24, okay? Alright. So, praise Jesus, you are a wonderful crowd, okay? I love working with them. Alright, now, so obviously, straight off the bat, you're going to do basic math and say 4 times 4, 16, yes? And you identify the six, and then there were those that thought, no, but everybody is not as smart as I am. I can see that this is also a square, right? The big one. So then it gets to 17, right? And then there were some of you that thought, no, but there must be more. And then you identified the one here, right? Which makes 18. And then you can see that one, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and then you can go 3, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So there are currently 30 squares on the board. Now, just to make sure that you're all with me, how many squares that I add after I told you to see how many squares there are? Okay, that wasn't a trick question, but the answer was none. Okay, I didn't add anything else after. Okay, so you don't work well on Saturday mornings, but it's okay. Neither do I. Okay, so can we all agree that I didn't add any squares after my initial shape that I gave you? What we did was we looked, and then we looked deeper, and then we looked deeper, and then we added and we kept adding. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to look at a situation, a problem, an opportunity. And initially, we're going to look at it and we're going to see 16 squares, and then we're going to have a bright spark that's going to see 17. I want to encourage you today to keep looking. Alright? There's always 150 options, okay? Take today as an opportunity. That's all we have, that's all we can do. You can only do what you can do, right? You can only do with what you've been given. So take today, take the very simple illustration of the squares and try to find something deeper. Alright, I want to really take you back. Now obviously in 10 minutes we can't do motivation and all those things. By the way, motivation doesn't last. I've said this before, okay? But I mean, if you don't bath, you stink. Same thing, okay? If you're not going to bath tonight, then you will also stink. And guess what? You're going to have to clean yourself tomorrow again. So let's just be honest, okay? Motivation and thinking positive and seeing opportunities where you think there aren't any. Let's be honest. That it's going to have to be a daily thing. Alright, so this won't last. If I'm brilliant and then you will remember it maybe tomorrow morning and then that's it. Okay? We're going to forget. We're going to lose our motivation. We're going to stop seeing our opportunities. That's obvious, that's life. Okay, if you want to follow a healthy lifestyle and you do it beautifully for the first 2 weeks, that's wonderful. You might lose a kg or 2 or 3. And if you stop, so does the progress, right? Anything that you do, any changes you want to make in your life is not going to last, it's going to have to be a daily thing. So what I'm going to try to do today is give you some tools that you need to use daily, okay? I will not be able to motivate you for the rest of your life, otherwise I would be Jesus, which I'm not. Okay, continue to motivate. Alright, now, the first tool I want to give you is, we're going to go to the Jews. Now, the Jews are properly, disproportionately blessed in what they do. I do not know why that is, but here are a few things that Jews know that we don't. So let's just look at that. And it's the whole idea of specialization. And I'm obviously using it because we're at school and we need to try and find out what makes us special. Now, the Jewish people, they populate 1.4% roughly of the American population, which is 300 something million. Okay, so properly in the minority. Okay? But if you look at the Forbes list today's one, I looked at it yesterday, unless it changed. Yesterday's top 10 Forbes list had 5 Jews in it. Okay? They are less than 1.4% of the population, and they occupy 5 spots of the 10 wealthiest people on earth. Right? Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Ellison, the 2 guys that founded Google, Michael Bloomberg and all the financial stuff. Right? So properly blessed in what they do. And the concept, according to Rabbi Lacan, comes from Genesis at the end of the chapter when Israel, he's old, he's dying, he calls his sons and he blesses them. But he doesn't say, bless, be blessed, bye-bye. Daddy's leaving, just, I'm going to heaven. What he does is he takes it, it's almost about 30 verses where he starts explaining to them, Reuben, this is what makes you awesome. This is your issues, this is your strong point. He goes down the list, every single son. He gives a personal blessing, specialization. He tells them that you're not just here, you're here for a specific and special reason. I need to add this even though it's going to look ridiculous. I had heard this or read this in the last week while preparing for this. In the Chinese language, the word for wealth is 2 little symbols. The first symbol is a shell, a seashell. That comes from the old bartering system. Yes is yes. EMS teacher, okay? The bartering system obviously started with, I'm going to do this, but I can't do this and provide for my family. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I do. And then you provide me with food, yes? Okay, because I'm very good at making knives, so I'm going to make knives and then you give me food, yes? That's how the bartering system started. They started trading with shells, okay, precious or rare ones. So in the Chinese language, the first symbol is those shells. The second one, I don't know what it is, which is really weird, because I researched it and I couldn't find it again. But it represents you, the human being, and what makes you unique. So wealth in the Chinese language is defined as the thing that you sell that makes you special. That is wealth. Once again, bring it back today. We are a school. What makes us wealthy? What makes us better than the rest? What makes us stand out? What is our specialty? Let's narrow it down in your classroom or your professions, whatever that may be. Why are you special and what makes you special? Becoming a specialist at what you do is what's going to make you stand out. Okay, I don't care who's here, and no offense to anybody, but I honestly believe that I'm the best English teacher in the place. I believe I'm the best one in South Africa. Alright? Bring it on. Alright? And I have my reasons why. I'm not going to touch math because I know Valerie is pretty good at what he does. Specialization. What makes you amazing? What makes you special? Alright? There's a saying that Jewish people don't mow their own lawn. Why? Because there's a guy that specializes in doing gardens. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to pay him well so that I don't have to do the garden. I'm going to pay him well to do the garden because that's what he does. There's also a saying that Jewish people don't work on their cars on Sunday mornings. They go to church on Saturday night. And that's the reason why. Because they pay the best mechanic that they know, Jewish. And they take their car there and they pay him well because guess what? When he needs what I've got, he's going to pay me well for what I've got. And so they have this community where everybody specializes and they pay each other well and they promote each other. And guess what happens then as a community and as a nation and as a group of people serving God? Everybody gets blessed because I do what I do well and you do what you do well. So now I don't only pray for myself, now I pray for you too, because if it goes well with him, it's going to go well with me. Can you see that? Specialization. What makes us special? Right? What the Lions did a while ago is they chose a team, the Lions rugby team, and they stuck with that team. And the first thing Johan Ackerman said when he took over is, I'm going to keep my team. And they weren't the best guys. And now, half of the Springbok team are those Lions players. He stuck with them, he kept going with them. I honestly believe that we can be the best school with what we have here. The answer isn't out there. It's not that we really need good teachers. That's not the point. The answer isn't if we could just really get nice students. Okay? Yes, I can also pray for that. Yes, okay, but no. Okay? Specialization, we've gone to the Jews. Alright. Yes, I can take it a little. Alright. Let's just do one more. And it comes down to what we've basically been saying the whole time, is use what you've got. In 2 Kings, Elisha gets to this lady that's literally about to die because she's got nothing. And he sends her and says, okay, I'm going to sort you out, don't worry about it. Go and find something that you can sell or that you can do. And she says, no, there's nothing. And he says to her, there must be something. And she says, no, there's really nothing. And he sends her back and says, go find anything in your house. And she comes back, I'm thinking, a clay jar type of thing, with a little bit of oil. She comes back with, sorry, well, that's not water. That's not beautiful. She comes back with a little bit of oil. And he doesn't say to her, yeah, is that it? He says to her, brilliant. Now, go everywhere. Go find empty gallons or I don't know what. As many as you can find is what the Bible says. Go and get. And then she becomes the first world tycoon in world history. Okay? She sells that and she provides for herself. He used what she had. He did not ask her to go and try and create something. Ma'am, go start a business. Good luck. Use what you've got. Right? The answer is nothing. Alright. Amen? So specialize, use what you've got, and remember, nobody on this planet stays motivated and positive. That's a choice you make daily. Amen?